By the way, the pipes are banging right now, and this is really appropriate. I don't know why, but like I launched into this story, and there's just a supernatural vibe in the room already. So this is a dark, spooky tale from the Midwest, from Wisconsin. There's a venue in Milwaukee called the Rave Eagles Club. And the Eagles Club was one of these fraternal organizations that are kind of like the Masons. The Eagles Clubs were these really old organizations that were there for people to come together and share values, have banquets. I'm not sure exactly what all the crazy shit they did there was. But basically, one of these old buildings that's got these crazy eagles, these gargoyles on the side of it, is now one of the main music clubs that people play in Milwaukee when they roll through town. It is directly across the street from the Dahmer Hotel, where it's this crazy-ass hotel with this big neon sign on the top where all these horrifying murders were committed. And we went to play this club on my 2016 tour. And the first thing that happened when we finished sound check and I went out into the street was this car rolled by the venue that was covered in newspapers. It looked like no one was driving it, but basically imagine a sedan that just has old newspapers pasted onto every surface of it, like practically all over the windshield too, and just driving down the street. And then there was like nobody else on the street. It was like the only thing I saw, this dystopian ass block. So we go to play the show and are getting ready. Downstairs in the green room of the Eagles Club, there's a legendary abandoned swimming pool for decades ago when this used to be the Eagles Club. People would swim there. Now it's abandoned and it's empty. And when I was, I missed part of the story. When I was outside and that car rolled by me that was covered in newspapers, a second car came by and it was just some kids. I think Marquette is the college that's right next to it. And I got an egg thrown at me. And I wasn't targeted or anything, like these kids didn't know who I was, but they were just out like fucking around throwing eggs at people. And I was so pissed. I haven't had an egg thrown at me that I can remember, and if I have, it's been a long time. And I screamed after them, "Fuck you, Milwaukee!" I have nothing against Milwaukee. I love Milwaukee, but fuck those kids. And that's what I said at the time. And I feel that maybe I angered somebody. Maybe I stirred something up that I should not have stirred up. Because when we went down to this swimming pool, one of the traditions at the Rave Eagles Club is that you sign the walls. And all these bands that have played the Eagles Club over the years have signed their names on the walls. So you see this 15, 20 years of concert history. It's pretty cool, actually, in who's signed the walls down there. But it's also super, super creepy because it's an abandoned underground swimming pool with no windows, and it's just hasn't been taken care of. And we went to shoot a little bit of video content in the swimming pool, and while I was down there, from the drain at the bottom of the pool, I was lying down on the swimming pool after having cursed Milwaukee. Across from the Dahmer Hotel, water starts coming up from the drain pipe. And it's like I'm lying there and it starts lapping my toes. It's the shallow part of the pool, so it's not that much water, but it's coming up. It's still bubbling up. And I don't know if it was rust from the pipes or what, but there's like definitely a reddish material that's in this water too. And it's freaking us all out. And it keeps coming up and coming up. And finally, when I say, "I'm sorry, I love you, Milwaukee," that's when the water starts going away. And it just drains back down the pool and bubbles down there. And so my message to every ghost, spirit, human being from Milwaukee that has ever been in Milwaukee, I'm so sorry I angered you. I appreciate you. I love Wisconsin's cheese curds, and I will never disrespect you like that again. So respect the ghosts of the Eagles Club, and